Okay. Good morning. Good morning. Surprise, surprise. This is one of our pop-up shows. Good morning, everyone. It is whatever Wednesday, May the 22nd, 2024, 4 minutes after y'all. Welcome to the Shawn Harvey Morning Show feature Wake Up Team with the Queen, SennyJ. Only place on earth where you get your morning started right. Chat room is wide open, or you can call in. The number's 570-982-6950. Broadcasting on all social media platforms. You know what it is. Today is Wednesday. It's a pop-up show. We hope everyone's doing well. We hope your family's doing well out there on this beautiful summertime, summery kind of a day. This is where you get your morning love, but most importantly, it's the only place on earth where you get your morning started right. To the Queen, SennyJ. Good morning. God bless. Good to see you. Look well. How are you, young lady?
Good morning, Shawn. I'm doing great. Good morning to everybody listening. We have a great show for you today on this pop-up show. We're going to get started with Senny Says, where I will let you know what is going on in Hollywood and entertainment news. And then we're going to have front page news with SennyJ, where I will give you a quick rundown of what is going on locally, nationally, and globally. So you want to make sure you stick around for that.
That you stick around for this on a pop-up show, on a pop-up Wednesday, on a whatever Wednesday. Cindy, I could barely hear you get close to the mic or whatever, but don't do nothing too much, too drastic, because we ain't staying on here too long. Guys, we are popping up. We are doing a quick show. We got some announcements to make, but we're going to get into this show. Put a number one in the chat room if you rocking with the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team. We truly appreciate you with the Queen SennyJ and the Queen Miss Miko. So like I said, we're popping up. We're doing a few minutes. We just want to show you some love. We won't be in on Friday, guys. So that's not going to happen. We're going to see if we could do a quick show tomorrow, but we won't be involved with the show on Friday. All right. So, Cindy, I tell you what. On a whatever Wednesday hashtag pop-up show, we're going to get right into this. We staying here for about 30 minutes, and we just want to show you some love. Cindy, what's the first story that you have on deck? And by the way, Cindy, I just want to say, once again, skin looks great. You look healthy. The collarbone is popping.
I
The neck
can't.
look great. And big shout out to those stupid cheekbones. God bless. I'm gonna give you a round of applause for the cheekbones.
Oh my God. I don't know if I should say thank you or cry, but I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Everybody, we're glad to have you. Make sure that you please share the show so we can keep doing the show for you. Because, the less people that come in here every day or the less shares I see, it doesn't motivate me in the morning. So let's keep Senny J motivated. Y'all see I already got y'all down to 3 days. So make sure you share the show.
Okay.
show us how much you like the show. Um the first story that I'm going to start off with is actually Cameron made some waves the other day on CNN with, I believe her name was Abby Phillips. He was he speaks out following what he says was an awkward CNN interview where he was asked multiple times about Diddy. He shared his insights. The rapper and podcaster took to Instagram to share a clip from his now viral interview with CNN's Abby Phillips. In the clip, they discuss his thoughts on the newly released surveillance footage showing Diddy assaulting his ex-girlfriend, Cassie. The night before, Cameron was booked on Newsnight with Abby Phillip, where he was asked to discuss some of the pressing news stories of the day, including the video of Diddy assaulting Cassie. The interview started relatively normal as Abby asked if Cameron recognized Diddy's actions in the footage. And I have a clip of it on here that I can play for you if you didn't see it. Um, did you see it at all, Shawn?
Yeah, I saw it.
He went on his podcast that he has with Mace, and he was talking about how they do, Mace mentors kids. They also do like different things in the community. And he said that it's a shame that they would call him on the show to do, to talk about Diddy instead of talking about the different things that they do within the community and stuff like that. So I'm gonna show you a clip that he has of it, and this was his interview. If you didn't see it, yeah, I knew Biggie would do right by it. Can you tell us a little bit more about that? I mean, is there something known in the industry about how Biggie treated his artists? Sorry, I'm just some chicks out there. I just want to listen. Next thing you know, Biggie, I don't know, like, they smell pretty good. So, she's so upset at him right now. That's Cameron watching the interview at his house. You can't really hear it that well on here. But he basically told her, he said, he stopped the interview and he said, what do y'all even have me on here for? Who is the talent that booked this? Is this just supposed to be me talking about Diddy? I don't know nothing about him. I don't know how that man moved. And basically, Abby Phillips just ended the interview. She said, thank you for your time. And that was it. And then, like I said, he went on his podcast to talk about it. I thought that it was kind of funny, but I also felt like, don't these people usually go over these things before people get on the show? They, they ask you questions, or they kind of let you know what the gist of the show is going to be about. I kind of felt like, Cameron, why, I felt like you yourself should have questioned it a little bit more about CNN and why CNN is inviting you on the show. I mean, I understand you do work in the community and things like that, but it's not really broadcast. Nobody really knows. So why do you think CNN would all of a sudden just want to dive into what you do in the community? I mean, I felt like, it was kind of childish on his part, but what are you going to do?
Welcome to the show, guys. This is a pop-up show. We want to show you all some love. We won't be here on Friday. We should be here tomorrow, God willing, but not Friday for the weekend, and everybody got things to do, and it's all good. So we do appreciate you guys tuning in and listening, and please, like Cindy always says, please like, share, follow, subscribe. And we do appreciate our loyal folks that listens to the show each and every day. And I got a Dallas update, and I'm gonna talk about that in a minute. First, let's go to CNN, the liberal, almost ultra liberal CNN, who's the Trump haters, and I got a Trump story to tell real quick.
Not a Trump story.
I'm a CNN. I watch CNN. You know what I mean? I'm gonna keep it real. If I'm gonna watch political news, I watch CNN. I don't do Fox. I do all, MSNBC. I don't do all that. And just to go a step further, I think that Abby Phillips, the young lady that's the correspondent on CNN, she has her own show there. She's an African American woman. She's a young woman. She's very smart, beautiful young lady, and she's one of the the faces of CNN. So as a beloved uncle, I'm proud of that. This woman who's on this network. And remember when the COVID and all that stuff was going on, Abby Phillips was on the front line. So she's about her business, and it's really no filter with Abby Phillips and those folks that do the news and CNN, these political contributors, as they say. They just want to get to the point, and they don't give a damn. So I want to say that first. Shout out to Abby Phillips. Shout out to my man Bob Sumner and everybody in the chat. Now, Mace coming on, a lot of people feel like he was a little disrespectful, or he was the talking points wasn't consistent to what she was talking about. But he does bring up a valid point. I mean, I get the fact that CNN is straight business. Just like I said, no filter. They want you on there because they want you to talk about Diddy, nothing else. Nothing else. Diddy, that's it. And your experiences with Diddy. Cindy, you're right. Maybe they should have had a walkthrough before they started the interview. He went on there, he had his shades on, he has a little fishing hat. I love Mace and I love Cameron. I love that whole movement over there. They're funny, they real, and God bless both of them. Was it the time and the place for self-promotion? Hey, we gotta all promote ourselves. CNN is promoting themselves, but I don't think they want the contributors to go left with their interview and start talking about other things. And yeah, Cam and Mace and all these guys, they do a great deed for the community. CNN ain't trying to hear none of that right now. They want to know what your viewpoints is on Puff Daddy, Diddy, Sean Combs, Mr. Love. They don't care about nothing else.
Word.
Yeah, you went viral for the antics. We still love you in the black community. Mace, you are a hero. You went out there. Remember a few months ago, the locks bust your asses at Madison Square Garden, but you came with your little lawn chair and you sat there. And I am a fan of Mr. Cameron. I got love for you, brother.
Right.
Did you ruffle some feathers yesterday? Yeah. Why did you have the shades on, sir? I don't understand. Why did you have the black? You're a handsome young man. Pause. I'm put a pause on that. I don't do no dating. Pause. You're a very attractive young man. You're a smart young man. You're an influencer, and you're big in the African American community, and we love you. So a lot of those antics, I think, was unnecessary, but I do understand it at the same time. Abby Phillips, slow down. That's another thing, Abby. Calm down. Remember, I just praised you, but Mace is your cousin. You don't disregard him and say, yo, this interview's over. I'm done. Would you do that to a Babylonian? I think the way that went down was kind of weird as well.
Well,
I got love for Abby. I got love for Cameron. I love Cameron more, pause, because he's really embedded in my soul because of his music and all the things that he's done. Abby, you're a news reporter. You guys come a dime a dozen, and the AI avatar is going to take your job next year anyway. But to discard our beloved, that wasn't a good look. Cam, he was right. You know, I think he threw that in there like, hey, listen, man, what about the things I do and all that stuff? And I don't know nothing about this man. I think it was more of the antics. Was he unprofessional? Yes. But I'm going to give my beloved nephew a pass on this one. And I yield my time.
You're gonna give him a pass on this one. I mean, first of all, she had to end the interview because he was just going off about why CNN even invited him on there. So I think she did the right thing by ending the interview because technically we don't have anything else to ask you. And you were annoyed from the beginning when we started talking about Diddy. So, all right, bye. You know what I mean?
Well,
Like
I
he
know.
wasn't there to add anything to her conversation. But I also feel like Abby. You should have known too. Like you didn't question it. You didn't say why is Cameron on here? Like you didn't think that was gonna be a controversial interview. And I mean, you're right. By Cameron's appearance, even if you did want to talk about the things that you're doing, why are you going on a news network looking like that? I just feel like, you know, I kind of feel like in the back of his mind, he knew what was going on. I don't know. So,
Yeah, or listen, she's a veteran reporter. She could have went another route. I know she only have a certain amount of time, and I know the producers probably want her to stick to the script. But she could have said, "Hey, Cameron, real quick, before we start, what's going on with you? I heard you do this in the community, blah 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 blah." So and then maybe that would have fed into the ego of the man, and then it would have opened him up more to start talking about Diddy. So sometimes, again, like I said, CNN and these reporters is no filter. They just want to get right to the point. They have issues with ad lib. It's hard for them to do that. They stick to the script, and that's it. And I think that's what we saw yesterday. Now, Cindy, this is a pop-up show, and welcome, guys. We're just here for a few minutes, and we appreciate you. Cindy, can I share a story with you real quick?
go ahead, Sean, of course.
And I want your take on this, and welcome to the show, guys. We're just here for a few minutes, just a pop-up show. It's actually like a practice show for us. And we're grateful that you guys are listening and viewing the show, and we appreciate you. Cindy, yesterday I had to take a trip to Midtown Manhattan. Okay.
Okay.
And I drove to Midtown Manhattan, uh, to make a few dollars, right? You hear me?
Yeah.
And I get to Midtown Manhattan with my beloved friend that was running some errands, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Cindy, we left Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. We get to 56th Street and Park Avenue in Midtown Manhattan, right? A few hours later, traffic and all that. And I pulled over and I said to the person that I was, driving around, I got to use the bathroom.
Okay.
So they said, all right, cool. I'm going to, I got a conference call. They were working and they had a conference call in the car. So I was like, I didn't want to, listen to their call or whatever. Anyway, so I was going to get out the car. It's none of my business. And, and I'm driving the person's vehicle. So I'm working for this person throughout the day. So, Cindy, I'm on 56th Street and Park Avenue. And, I know the area because remember, I used to work down here 20 years ago delivering packages with my van, as I've always shared with you guys, right?
Right.
So, Cindy, I walk westbound from Park Avenue to Madison Avenue. And between 56th Street and Madison and Fifth Avenue is Trump Towers.
Okay.
So I walked to the corner and I walked into this atrium building that had, lobby. They had the lunch, the nice atrium thing out there. It's really nice. So I asked the guy, I go, listen, I got to go to the bathroom. Is there a public bathroom, in the building? Because I knew it. They had to have a bathroom because they had the restaurant and all that, right?
Yeah.
So the guy goes, yeah, go into Trump Towers and go down the escalator. The bathroom is to the right.
Okay.
So, Cindy, I walk through the atrium. I get into the lobby of Trump Towers, but not on the Fifth Avenue side, on the in the Madison
You
Avenue.
had no place else to go to the bathroom?
There was no place, City,
There
and
was no place else. You
there
couldn't
was
go buy a water from someplace. It just
right there.
bathroom.
No, City, say, listen, you're in Midtown Manhattan. There's nowhere literally to just walk any place to use the bathroom.
Okay.
But there's a public bathroom. So
Oh,
now,
okay, go ahead.
so now I walk into Trump Tower. Now, City, I'm in the lobby of Trump Plaza in the building on Fifth Avenue.
Okay.
I see the escalator that go down, and Cindy, the escalator looks so familiar to me because it was the same escalator that Trump came down. Remember when he announced for president, he called Mexicans rapists?
Yeah.
And that was the same escalator, Cindy. So, and LaShawn Hayes Jones, right? There's no public bathrooms in Manhattan. So it was either go to the bathroom or pee in the car.
I have something for that, but go ahead.
So, Cindy, I go down the escalator. And at the bottom of the escalator, this was yesterday around 11 o'clock in the morning. As soon as we finished the show, matter of fact, yesterday. Cindy, I see a Secret Service officer. And you could tell, they got the suits on. You could see the bulge out the blazer and the pin on the jacket, right? And the little walkie-talkie thing coming out his ear. So I walked to him and I said, listen, they said that the bathroom is down in this area. He goes, yes, just make a right and another right, and the bathroom is there. And Cindy, when I turned around and made turned around and make that right turn, Eric Trump was standing right next to me.
Whoa.
Now, Cindy, it made sense that the Secret Service guys, because now I'm looking up and I see more Secret Service guys around him next to me. I'm the only black guy. I got on Adidas running pants with some Adidas shoes on in the top. Everybody's in suits and they looking good. And Cindy, I look at Eric Trump. I immediately recognize him. Cindy, why he looks at me out of eye contact and waves at me like this.
Hey, you were so
Cindy,
excited about this?
SennyJ and everybody else that's listening, I bitched up and waved back at him. Cindy, I had no other choice. Yo, and let me tell you something. Eric Trump is a little taller than me. He looks like a Swedish hockey star. He looks like a model out of Vogue magazine. Cindy, this man's skin was glistening. You could see how rich these people are. Cindy, the man looked like a billion. I never seen a man look so good before in my life, Paul.
Wow.
I'm a registered Democrat. We all know. I'm a ultra liberal from New York. That's what it is. But Cindy, I had to admit that I was starstruck when I saw him and he waved at me. So now we do the wave. I go to the bathroom. I go into the bathroom. A Secret Service guy follows me into the bathroom.
Oh my God.
Because I'm thinking like maybe I'm the only one at that moment that was going to the bathroom and he was standing right next to me. I think they were like doing their job. So I use the bathroom. I come out the bathroom. Finney, there was a restaurant right next to where I saw him. Finney, while I look in the restaurant and I see all of them sitting down eating. And I was like, oh, okay, let me get out of here. So I go back to the car, tell the person, yo, I just saw Eric Trump. Crazy. And I was starstruck. I'm not even gonna lie. I swear. And he waved at me and I waved back. So they were like, oh my God, for real. I said, I swear to God, the guy was just right there. Finney, an hour later, because I'm still sitting there because, you know, the woman is running around doing her doing her appointment. Finney, while an hour later, Donald Trump's motorcade comes down the block and Donald Trump, I guess I'm assuming he's going to court, and Donald Trump had his window down, Cindy, and you see these Secret Service dudes with guns out the car, helmets. It was a long motorcade. And Cindy, don't you know, I got a glimpse of Donald Trump. I see him as he's driving by. Usually these guys got the window down. You don't see these guys. You don't know what car they're in. You understand what I'm saying, Cindy? When you see these motorcades go by, you know, and I think that's the purpose of them having all these multiple cars, because you don't see who's in, you don't know what car the dude's in. But
Right.
not Donald Trump. Finney, I saw Donald Trump, a glimpse of him, as they were driving by on 56th Street between Park and Lexington Avenue.
Did you wish he had waved to you too?
No,
After seeing Eric and so
Finney, I
smitten by
was
his appearance?
starstruck when I saw
That
Eric Trump. I'm not gonna lie. I swear to God. Again, everybody, I'm a registered Democrat, Joe Biden, you already know. But I had to admit that when I saw Eric Trump, Finney, the guy looked thin, had on $1 billion suit. Cindy, he was standing right next to me. Smelled good. I was gonna actually do $40. He had all these people around him. It was a sight. I swear, I'm not even making none of this up. Yo, I
I
was
wouldn't
standing next to Eric Trump and I was starstruck. I'm not even gonna lie.
I
I
wouldn't even
swear.
knew I wouldn't even have known who he was, to be honest. I don't
Cindy,
know
you
nothing.
would have known who he was. Cindy, when you look at him, I'm telling you, Cindy,
I don't
this
even know
guy
who Eric
looked
Trump
like
is.
a rock star. Cindy, this guy looked
Let
like a
me
rock star.
let me
And he
look
was
him up.
conducting business. I was like, oh my God, I couldn't believe it. But that was my moment.
This is him.
You know me, I'm honest on this show. Yep, that's him. Cindy,
He looks like death right here.
Cindy, but he had a beard. It might have been him or the other one. The one of them had a beard. He had a beard. But Cindy,
I don't
this
think it's him.
guy, I
Let me
swear to
put them
God,
in a let me put it in a lineup for you.
Cindy, yeah, put a line up for me. Cindy, I'm not, I'm not even gonna lie. I saw this Trump, and then I saw the King 45 narcissist. I saw two Trumps. I got two Trumps for one.
Oh, maybe it was Donald. He has a beard.
Yo, Cindy, let me see. That was him. What's his name?
Donald.
That was him, Cindy. Cindy, I, yo, I was like, what the fuck? I couldn't. That was him, Cindy.
He's kind of
Money,
cute.
money. You
He could
could,
get
he's
it.
clothed with money. You
Eric
could
though,
feel, Cindy, you could feel the money and Cindy, money all over that neighbor. You could see Cindy, his teeth was so freaking white. I almost
okay.
have to put shades on. Cindy, he went like this. He looked at me. Because you know how sometimes black guys, are like when the only black guys around a lot of white guys like to wave. I think it was one of those situations as well. Cindy, he waved at me. I looked at him. I was like, oh, wow. And he went like this. He went like this.
Trying to secure that vote any means necessary.
And Cindy, I'm not even going to lie. I bitched up. Your uncle bitched up last night, guys. Or yesterday afternoon. And Cindy, I went like this.
Yeah, you bitched up when you went into Trump Towers to use the bathroom. I mean, I understand, your situation with all of that and the emergency, but come on, bro. Um, and for anybody that wants to take away anything meaningful from this story that Shawn just shared, you can go to got the number 2 and go nyc.com, and it is a map that this girl created of bathrooms in New York City. You just have to put in your location and it'll show you the nearest public bathrooms to you. Some of them are in hotels, some of them are in like obscure places. But you can also add to that map should you find a bathroom that's not on there, you can also share it for other people to let them know that there's a public restroom that you can use too. So hopefully, Shawn, you can use that next time
Are
instead of
you
just walking aimlessly. You can use the Gotta Go NYC map
are
that
you
you created.
are you done or are you finished?
There's like
Cindy,
over like
do you forget that
1,500
I am
locations on there.
Cindy, are you forgetting that I am 59 years old and when this that had a prostate surgery back in the day? You think that when it's time for me to really go to the bathroom, SennyJ, I don't have the time to pick up an app and find a bathroom. I knew from working down there years, and Cindy, I was working in Manhattan when you was 4 years old. I knew that there were certain locations where I can go to use the bathroom without going. Cindy, I really had to use the bathroom. My prostate and bladder didn't give a damn about Democrat or Republican at that moment. I had to use the bathroom, and I knew that that building had a bathroom in it. At least back in the day, it did. Happened to be that
Well,
the bathroom
this
was
is
down in Trump Towers. But Cindy, I wasn't gonna go like, oh, it's in Trump Towers. I'm not gonna go to that bathroom. Cindy, I would have peed on myself.
so then where do we draw the line with Trump then?
Oh my God, Cindy.
Where does it end? What are we supposed to do
And
now?
Cindy, when I went downstairs into
If
that
it's
lower level, when I went downstairs into that lower level to use the bathroom, the newsstand, those old school newsstands they used to have in office buildings, this thing was draped in Trump 24 posters. And then, like I said, an hour later, I see Donald Trump himself in a motorcade. Benny, they were packing heavy. You saw the long guns out the car. You saw the ambulance. You saw other military guys, New York State troopers. And he's so narcissistic. I think he had the window down a little bit so he can let people know, like, I'm coming through. Finney, Donald Trump, and these guys are rolling with a gang of people that will shoot your ass if you act up. So I just want to share my experience. I used the bathroom in Trump Towers yesterday at 11:05 a.m. I saw Donald Trump Jr. The man's skin looked like Prince skin, the recording artist. The man looked very wealthy and rich. He looked like he ain't had a care in the goddamn world. And then I saw an hour later the narcissistic King 45 in a motorcade. I yield my time. I yield my time.
Well, thank you for
Are you
that.
disappointed in me, Cindy?
Of course, I'm disappointed in you, and you could have taken this with you to the grave, but thank you for sharing.
Cindy,
It
one
seems
last story.
it seems like it made your day. Did it?
It
Did it make
did.
your day? Okay.
I it did. Cindy, I don't remember when the last time I stood next to somebody so rich. You could tell, like, I'm around. I'm around a lot of rich people, but this is billionaire rich. These guys are rich. I will vote for Joe Biden. I am a registered Democrat. Everybody knows that. But I felt like there was no way I was going to act up in front of Donald Trump Jr. and all that other. I was, fuck Trump. After it. No, they would have whipped my ass in there, Finney. They would have threw me out of there. I would have already been peeing on myself. I'd have made myself look like a complete idiot.
Well, I'm surprised they even let you in to use the bathroom. To me, that's a big security risk. If I wouldn't let nobody in the building unless they had to be there, but they bold. So shout out to the Trumps, I guess. Donald Trump still in court. I mean, the court even let him, I think it was last week, last Friday, they let him have time off from his trial because he has to be in court, I think, every day except Wednesday. And they let him have off on Friday to attend his son's high school graduation. Like, they could have recorded it. I mean, I'm just so
Finney,
sick of Trump and all his trials.
we could talk all the Trump we want to and belittle Trump and disagree with him, which
But
is
it's
true.
nothing like seeing him, right, Sean?
But if you see Donald Trump and you say something stupid, you get your ass whipped by about 57 official officers and Secret Service. You're gonna get your ass whipped. I'm telling you, Cindy.
Well, I don't care to say anything to him, so that's fine.
Cindy, if you was in
I
my
don't
same
care to see
situation,
him.
if you was in my same situation and you saw Donald Trump Jr. and he just waved at you, are you waving back?
No, I'm rolling my eyes. I'm not even in there. I'm rolling
Cindy,
my
I
eyes
have
to
to
the
use the
left and walking
bathroom.
away. Let him know how you feel.
No, no, no. I
I
bitched
actually
up.
wouldn't have even waved. I wouldn't even. I don't even know you, sir. I don't even know who you are.
Cindy, one quick story because we got to go. But I
The
needed to share that. Thank you.
Thank you for sharing. Inventor of the New York Dublin portal defends its creation, and he laments that the debauchery reflects the state of humanity. I don't know if you guys have seen, of course, you people that live in New York. They put up a portal, like a big circle television screen that had a live feed connecting people in Times Square to people in Dublin, Ireland. Unfortunately, that portal now has been closed. It was opened on May 8th and I believe was closed down on the 16th. Uh, the man who created the portal defended his creation this week, saying it's a reflection of the current state of humanity, from the joys of seeing loved ones across the world to lewd people willing to flash their unmentionables at strangers. That's why it was shut down. There were people that were flashing each other through the portal. It shows that we humans are doing very human things. It also reflects our current state of humanity. We see a lot of light, a lot of laughs, a lot of smiles, love, marriage proposals, but we also see some attention seeking, trying to gain followers, gain clicks, um, gain narratives, and some darkness. He said, "This is the dance of lightness and darkness." It had to be shut down after it opened following bad behavior from both sides of people. Many people visited the portal to dance or politely waved. Others used it as an opportunity for some vulgarity, including an OnlyFans model from New Jersey who flashed her breasts from the NYC side, and Irish citizens who held up swastikas and pictures of the Twin Towers collapsing on 9/11. After days off the grid, the portal sports new measures to try to keep people's behavior in check, including limited hours, full time security, fencing to keep people at a distance, and a blackout feature which blurs the feed if anybody gets too close to the camera. Um, so it seems like it's up again. So I don't know. I haven't seen the portal. I mean, people are saying it's just, FaceTime. It's not really that serious. Do you think it's something that we need or something that people need to be putting time and effort into guarding? Or should they just take it down?
No,
Have
yeah,
you seen
yeah,
it?
yeah. Everything needs to be guarded and watched. Obviously, see, there's a lot of mental illness is running rapid in this whole world. Yeah, it makes sense. If you want to put this portal up, it's a dope idea. We get it. But people are, having sex and nude stuff and in the portal. It's just not a good look. Or just take it down. We just don't know how to behave as a society anymore, and we
I want
already know that.
I want to know why Dublin, Ireland? Why are we connected to them?
I
I
know
think they
what is
should
a lot.
I think they should change locations.
There's a lot of Irish folks out here, but yeah, yeah, everything and all of us needs to be washed with some type of security. And I think the security business should be booming, especially in the last 20 years with 9/11. I just think that there's cameras all over the place. We're on camera right now, and that's just the society that we live in today. All right, Cindy, you got the last word because we got to go. Hey, guys, listen, Friday we won't be here. That's why we popped up today for a few minutes. We have a full show tomorrow. We definitely appreciate you. Cindy, I got some news for Dallas, New York Giants. Remember, I was saying, like, look, we're going to go down to Dallas. Well, Cindy, we're not going to Dallas.
What?
And
I
the
think I
reason why we're not going to Dallas is because the game, the Giants versus the Dallas Cowboys, is on Thanksgiving Day at 4:30. And the
mm,
promoters was like they felt like, yeah, you can't go up against Thanksgiving, so we're gonna do something September when the Dallas Cowboys come up to the Meadowlands. So we'll keep you updated on that. Then you got the last word. This was a pop-up show. We usually don't come on Wednesdays. We truly appreciate you. We gave you all a Tuesday, gave you a Wednesday. We're coming back tomorrow, and we're off on Friday. Cindy, last words. What's going on?
Nothing. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for listening and come back tomorrow for more. Come
Okay,
back here, you guys. We want to see you.
that's right. And we see you guys later. We are out.